What up, party people? Happy Sunday. It is a fantastic day out here in Santa Monica, California. It is a damn good day to have a good day. And so we wanted to change it up a bit. Typically, for the LenJones Party of Two podcast, we bring on high-performing entrepreneurs, whether that be online marketers, startup CEOs, or people just doing super cool stuff, like moving to Guatemala at 22 years old and starting a business and raising wild tigers, or just doing something epic that makes us realize that it's so possible to live an awesome life. And so we got some people asking us, like, Jones, you should do your own episode where we just ask questions. So that's kind of where this episode came into play, this whole idea of ask me anything. So for today's episode, I put on my Instagram, basically ask me anything, any questions, whether it be funny, real, raw, whatever, ask me anything. And a bunch of people responded. So in the future, if you do want to ever ask a question, follow the Jones on Instagram at LenJones, 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 and we'll go from there. So with me, joining me on today's episode is our producer, Skylar from Sky Films Media. Skylar, how you doing, homie?
Doing good, Jones. Thanks for having me here today.
Hell yeah, man. I appreciate everything you do for this episode. Skylar's the man, the myth behind all the production of the LenJones Party of Two podcast. And dude, I'm stoked to do this episode with you.
Let's get it.
So,
first user submitted question is from @Adam Made by Adams. Shout out my brother. He wants to know, what's the best way to take the first step in a new project or idea?
I would say you have to immediately find someone who's doing it to the peak of their ability right now. So find 1 to 3 people right now that are doing exactly what you want to do. So whether it be like becoming like a video producer or a graphic designer or an online marketer, I would find the 3 people that you strive so much to be, like the 3 people at the top of the mountain. And I would do everything in my power to watch videos from them, learn from them, and if you can, meet up with them. That's as simple as, hey, I really appreciate what you're doing. I really like what you're doing. I would love an opportunity to buy you lunch. It's worth giving it a shot. Because what's going to happen is you're going to learn so much things that are going to, save you a ton of time, money, and brain power. I know we asked that question. Basically, like what I do on this podcast, like learning how to get to the mountain as fast as possible without having to take all of the fails on the way. So I would learn what they did and what they recommend you do to accelerate your growth. And also, when you surround yourself with the top of the best, you're going to get the best of the best content. Like, don't settle for someone that doesn't really know what they're doing just because it's safer. I would go all in, find the best person in your field doing it, and learn from them. Build a relationship and just like go all in.
I like that. Our next question, submitted by @Chris Besman. He wants to know, what is the origin of the Jones?
Big shout out, Chris Bezzy. The origin of the Jones. The Jones. So I had a good buddy named Al Stapera back in high school. He actually passed away. He was a wild, wild child. One of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. And Al, one day after a few brewskis, we're at a party together, and this was like end of June, like early, like freshman or sophomore year of high school. And he just looked at me and he goes, LenJones. And I was like, what did you just say? He said, LenJones. I was like, wait, what? Like the Jones? And I just knew from that day that was who I am. I know that's a ridiculous story. It's true. I was like, LenJones, that's hilarious. And to this day, anytime I ever say that, I just smile. It just brings me so much happiness and like goofiness and like fulfillment. It's like LenJones. Just the concept of like you get your name named by a parent just blows my mind. Like a human has another power to name you for the rest of your life. Like, first of all, that's a big decision. So any parents that name their kids some stupid shit that's going to literally set them up for a life of mockery, shame on you, okay? Number 2, it's also unique because you get to name yourself anything. You can create your own identity. With that said, I think that it's so empowering for anybody to be able to create their own name, right? Like, why do we have to only use the name that our parents gave us? Like, if everyone kind of created their own name or their own alter ego, I think they'd just be a lot happier. I think it's like stepping into your power. It's like putting a name on like who you really are. For me, the Jones, that's who I really am. Like LenJones, like, yeah. Like, I just feel like that's my essence. That's like who I am as a person.
Yeah, in the weirdest way, LenJones is so fitting for you. I don't know how to make sense of it, but it just works perfect.
This is the Jones lifestyle. It's just a good thing. Good, it's, a lot of good things to be grateful for.
We are grateful. Our next user submitted question is from Sophie Sehaluoma.
Shout out, Sophie.
Shout out, Sophie. She wants to know, what's your spirit animal, Jones?
Probably like a big cat, like a jaguar. Yeah. They're just so savage. They hunt at night. They're super intelligent. They're so badass looking. A jaguar. I just think cats are so amazing. Like, people like downplay cats, and they never had a cool cat, and I seriously think that's like I love dogs. I love all animals, right? But dogs are so easy to love because they're just so affectionate. They're your best friends and everything. But if you have a cool cat, then you like cats. You're a great example. Like, you don't like cats until this one cat won you over recently, and now you like have a house cat, kind of.
I like the cats now.
They're just so intelligent and smart and funny and cool. And like, if you have a cool cat, like, that cat's gonna make you geek out, smile. They're so intelligent. Like, they poop in a litter. You know what I'm saying? Like,
They're very clean.
Yeah, they're very clean.
The low maintenance too.
Low maintenance. I like outdoor cats though versus indoor cats.
Hunters, natural hunters.
Yeah, like all of my cats back in New York are all hunters. Like, they need to be able to go out at any time. Yeah, it puts them at risk to like get picked off by like a hawk or an eagle, but you know what, like, that cat needs to live. Like, that cat needs to go out. And I just think it's so, like, one time I woke up and there was a dead squirrel on my bed, and at first obviously it was disgusting, and I was like, that's so gross, but my cat was right there just meowing, and I was like, dude,
savage.
What a homie play that he just went out and fed me after I fed him for years. That's so cool. Like, you ever think about that? Dogs?
I never thought of it that way. That's a great way to put it. He's just
like
trying to feed you.
When my dog Riley, like, because he just, like, my dog Riley's amazing, right? Such a good dog. But he's a hunter. Like, he's a hunter by nature. Like, he will kill small animals, squirrels, rodents, all those things. They're dead. But he doesn't run up and give it to me. My cats kill it and always come up and like present it to me.
Yeah, they take pride in their kill.
Squad.
Yeah, they're trying to feed the tribe.
Right, but dogs are great. I can't wait to have dogs. That's like the only reason I ever want to settle down.
Animals, animals. Yeah.
Not just and family, right? But like, settling down, I think of like animals in like a 600-gallon fish tank. I love fish, bro.
Yeah, you like the fish tanks, man. You're really into that. I like
love
that.
it. So sick. You create your own ecosystem. Insane. Saltwater aquariums are insane.
All right, let's move on to the next question from Sophie, and I think this one's pretty good too. I'm kind of interested myself. Can you define Jonesin?
Well, we actually looked up Jones or something in like Google, and it was like a verb, and it was, the sentence was used like, Chris is jonesing for some Coke. So I'm not going to use that example. I would define jonesing as a mindset of enjoying the very little things in life to the most of your ability. Like, I geek out and get stoked over some very small, relatively in like non-valuable things in life. Like, number one, going to the bathroom, like, wow, amazing. What an awesome experience. Like, whew, feeling good afterwards. Enjoy it. That's something every day you get to do, and you got to enjoy it. A succulent, right? You look at a little succulent, like, you look at it, it's like just how gorgeous that plant is, and like, you just like really look at it, and like, nature created that, and it's so pretty. Like, just enjoying like nature, enjoying the little things, enjoying the taste of like spinach to the best of your ability, like enjoying your food, like enjoying your friends, enjoying your job, like just really enjoying your commute. I think jonesing is just a state of pure happiness, like with everything you do, just enjoying it and appreciating it, because like life comes and goes so quick, and we're so caught up all the time, and I'm guilty of this myself, and always wanting to get to another level. And we're always like stressed. I'm always stressed out a lot of times, thinking like, I'm not where I want to be. Like, I want to get to this. I want to get this podcast to like the moon. I want to, help TrueFace become $1 billion company. I want to, build a huge network marketing empire. Like, there's so many things I want to do in life. I want to build something like I want to get big in climate change, like for conservation, and I want to do something that's like truly impacts the world. Like, because then I start thinking like how crappy, like when you know that it's capable of you achieving really, really big things, then you get into this new world where you're like, oh shit, like every minute that I'm not achieving big things, I'm thinking like, damn, like what am I doing? Like, what am I doing with my life? Like, I could be doing something so much more productive. Where did this question start?
I'm totally jonesing right. You got me jonesing right now.
Okay,
man.
so we're talking about jonesing. Yeah, so it's just enjoying life. Like, if you follow me on Instagram, it's just like capturing that moment where you're just like, ooh, like, it's a good day. Like, you get some good vibes. You get some, like, Jay-Z on or something like Bob Marley on, and you just, like, vibe to the music. You're just, like, feeling real good. Like, Jones, like, you know what I'm saying? Just Jones it.
Yeah, just Jones it.
Just Jones all day.
Live the Jones life.
Just Jones out. LenJones, party of two.
All right. Our next question is from It's Gabriella Maria. Shout out Gabby. We used to work together. It's been a long time. She wants to know, what's your favorite place that you've lived or visited thus far, and why?
Lived, Medellin, Colombia. No, that's visited. I've lived in Colombia, but like, I don't think it was my favorite place. It was just an amazing, amazing experience. I think the favorite place I've ever lived is probably Santa Monica right now. I love Santa Monica. It's so amazing. But in terms of like world travel, I'd say Colombia. Colombia was sweet. Your dollar goes so far in Colombia. Like, it's insane.
No scuba diving out there, though, Jones.
Yeah, that's the only reason, like, they don't have the ocean, and that blows. And, like, you know, I don't really speak good Spanish, so that's, like, terrible as well, right? Like, if you can't speak the language, you're not going to truly immerse. But what I loved about Colombia was it was so beautiful. There was all these new fruits and, like, vegetables that I just, like, loved. I think the people in general were really nice. Like, you got to communicate through, like, smiling a lot, which I loved. In El Poblado, where I stayed, there was a really big expat community. So people from, like, all over the world, France, Italy, Germany, wherever. A lot of world travelers, and like that whole digital nomad thing is like really big out there. So it was really, really cool. And plus your dollar just goes so far. I mean, I was spending like $1,700 a month on Haight Street, which is like a total deal, like under rent control, like boom, like smashed it in San Francisco for a bedroom inside a 2-bedroom apartment, which is still so expensive. I was living in like a 17th floor penthouse for like $400 a month in Colombia. Like, sick. There was like these like rainbow macaws that would fly like across from our balcony. It was so dope, like overlooking the whole city. Like, oh, great way to wake up. I had a personal masseuse come to my house and give me a full body massage for $15 US. I just think that's the secret to happiness. People just need to get more massages.
All right. This next question is from @PMSteez.
Shout out.
Shout out our homie. And he wants to know, are plain Janes the answer to happiness?
What is a plain Jane? When I think of Jane, I think Mary Jane, I think weed.
Okay, yeah. So we don't get too judgmental around here, but to break it down, basically if you were rating a girl on a number scale, a plain Jane would fall right in between a 5 or 6, somewhere along those lines.
So I would consider myself like a 5 or a 6. Like, thank God I have like a fantastic main right here, because like it definitely increases my number. But so I don't judge. I think just intellectually it stimulates me. There's such an ample amount of 10s out there, but like if you can't even fulfill a conversation, like you just mentally die. So I personally find just intelligence so sexy. So 5 or 6, hell yeah, man. I'd take a 5 or a 6 who's awesome and amazing and fantastic any day. But the fact is like all of those attributes make them a 10. And it goes to show, like, I don't believe in the whole soulmate thing. Like, I don't think like there's someone out there that's a soulmate for me.
No Jonesette for you.
I just don't think there's a soulmate thing. I just don't believe that thing. I just think that there's like hundreds of girls that I am compatible with out there. I truly think. It's just a matter of connection and like timing and the people that come into your life and who you get to spend the time with and like fully love and enjoy and stuff. But I just don't believe in the soulmate thing.
You're a stand-up guy, Jones. All right. Our next user submitted question is from the one and only Dan Hunt.
Shout out.
Dan wants to know, what's your guiding philosophy in life in less than 20 words?
Less than 20 words? I'd say Enjoy every single day because it is a damn good day. And love your friends. Love your friends. That's it.
Simply put, I like that.
Love your friends.
It doesn't need to be complex.
Your friends are everything. If you don't have good friends, like, life's so much less fun. Have you ever thought about that? Like, people, like, anyone I talk to in college, they always speak how awesome it was to, like, live amongst a bunch of their friends. And I think that when people move out and move into, like, homes and, like, start their lives and, like, start families, like, they almost miss being around, like, all those friends. I think that the people that have a lot of friends and, like, invest in their friends, but you got to be a good friend to have good friends. It's the best feeling ever. Because, like, what's the point of getting to the top of the mountain, like, even financially or, like, success-wise, if you have no friends? Like, oh, like, sick, dude, you got, like, a dope pool, but you got no homies to enjoy the pool with? Like, come on. Like, just friends make everything so much better. Like, I love my friends. Like, and they, you know, if you're a homie, you know, it's good vibes.
All right, our next user submitted question is from @ChrisKringle42.
Shout out, Chris.
Now, he wants to know, is it better to love or be loved?
Selfishly, be loved. Yeah, hands down. Yeah, I mean, like, you could love someone, and it's like, that sucks. Like, if you love someone, they don't love you back.
Oh, it could drive you crazy.
Yeah, like, that's like, love is like what drives humans to think so irrationally. It's kind of like, I feel like I can give my friends the best relationship advice, but when I can't have it apply to me.
As is with everybody, I feel like.
Like, yeah, you want good advice? I got you, homie, but, like, I don't practice what I preach. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Like, thoughts and emotions, like, just screw up the mind, make us make stupid decisions, make us think so illogical. But to be loved, it's the greatest feeling ever. Like, I'm so thankful for, like, my parents, my friends, like, people that, like, unconditionally love you. That's sick. Like, if I lost every penny tomorrow and I was, like, on the street, like, I know I'd have, like, 50 homes I could stay in. You know what I mean? Like, until I get back up. Like, just being loved by people that love you for who you are versus what you are is more important.
Are you a lover, Jones?
I'm a total lover. Yeah, I'm affectionate Jones. I love it. Yeah, I love making food. I'm all about the good vibes. I like cooking for my friends, for lovely people. Boom.
Food equals love, you think?
I think food is, like, the answer to a lot of food is amazing. Like, the fact that people don't spend more time learning how to cook, it blows my mind. You spend so much of your life cooking. So why are you going to, like, and plus, if you eat out all the time, you're going to have no money.
Yeah.
It's too expensive. But if you can make bomb food, plus, if you want to eat healthy, you almost have to cook at home, like, a lot, in my opinion, without spending every penny you have. Because even Whole Foods is expensive, but going to dinner every day, that's expensive.
All right. Our next question, another one from Dan Hunt. He's asking the questions that matter here. He wants to know, what's the bigger risk for humanity, climate change or weaponized AI?
I'd say weaponized AI for sure, because climate change, at least we're gonna see it coming. I don't think just, like, overnight a flood's gonna come in and wipe us all out. I think it's gonna be like a steady, like, oh shit, oh, you know what I mean? Like, we're at least gonna see it, like, boom, 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 and we're gonna have time to respond and at least make moves towards fixing the whole problem. With that said, climate change is one of the biggest issues facing our society right now, and I respect everybody that's, like, making that their mission. Big shout out to Daniela Fernandez. She was on the podcast. She started the SOA, Sustainable Ocean Alliance, which is the largest youth-led ocean group in the world. She's spoken at the United Nations and also just started the Ocean Solutions Accelerator, which invests startup funds in seed stage companies for tackling ocean problems, which is just really cool. But weaponized AI, that's terrifying. I mean, just look at the Elon Musk podcast with Joe Rogan. Like, it scares him. I mean, just the idea that, like, AI is so unregulated, it can make its own decisions. Like, imagine, like, we start, you know, in the future, there's, like, drones like that, like, are sent out to, like, with guns on them, right? And then imagine AI takes over those drones and just goes and starts wiping people out. Like, that's so scary. Weaponized AI, like, scares me so much. Like, a robot coming down the street and just, like, causing havoc, or like a robot infiltrating the government and, like, launching nukes. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, let's not put any ideas out there. All right, this next user submitted question is from Christone Delizio.
Shout out.
He wants to know, is it a damn good day to have a damn good day, Jones?
Oh, hell yeah. It is a damn good day to have a damn good day. Again, it's a mindset. You got to enjoy life. Enjoy the moment. Like, even tell yourself that. Like, next time someone says, how are you? Respond, living the dream. Living the dream. You go order a smoothie. Hey, how are you? Living the dream. They're going to look at you and just smile like, what? You don't hear that enough. But, like, you got to understand, like, you're living the dream. Like, start manifesting your life. Like, life's great. Like, it could be so much worse, number one. Like, your situation right now could be so much worse than it is. So if you start convincing yourself you're living the dream, your just life gets so much better. So if you're like, in the morning, you're like, damn, it's a damn good day to have a damn good day. Put on some music, feel some vibes, wake up to some, like, T-Pain. I'm, like, stuck in, like, a T-Pain throwback, like, my whole life. Wake up to some T-Pain and just get those vibes going. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a good day.
Do you think when people say, oh, I'm good, and they're not really good, do you think that's harmful to do?
What do you mean, like, say I'm good?
Say, hey, how are you doing? And the person's just like, I'm good. Most people say that.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that every time you put something out into the world that's not, like, creating your future, it's not good.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're just good?
Right.
Like, I'm great. I'm feeling great. And if you're not doing good, be like, yeah, no, terrible.
But have a smile while you say it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Just get over things quicker, right? If gratitude is the key to what I'm 26 years old. I'm learning as I go. But from all the successful people I've spoken to, gratitude is the foundation. If you appreciate things in your life and are grateful for all of the things in your life, it helps you get over the negative craziness of life. Because life's freaking crazy. Like, tomorrow, your best friend could get cancer, or like something terrible can happen. And sometimes people don't like me saying that, but it's the truth. Like, life is crazy. Like, if we weren't educated enough to, like, evolve and build grocery stores where we could buy food and vehicles to travel, and we don't have to worry about a pterodactyl coming and just wiping us out, like, we would literally, like, be eaten by lions and bears. Like, remember that. Next time you're like, wow, life's tough. Like, yeah, it is tough. No, yeah, you have anxiety. Yeah, no, you're literally living on a floating rock in the middle of nowhere where no one knows where we come from. You should have anxiety. It's normal. Understand it's normal. Enjoy what you got with the time you got it. Because guess what? You don't have another choice. No more choices. You don't have another choice. Like, oh, you're sad. Well, guess what? Like, this is your only life, bro. Like, unless you can figure out how to clone yourself, like, figure it out. It could be worse.
I like that hand motion you had going, Jones. Maybe play that one back.
Daniela was on, not Daniela. Someone on our podcast said, it gets to be you. Danielle Delgado. She says, it gets to be you. Wake up in the morning and say, it gets to be me. Because guess what? Like, a staggering amount of people die every day. And you didn't.
All right. Our next user submitted question is from @Patagonia. He wants to know the $1 million question. What is the Joneses' best hangover cure?
Pat. I would say I would like your feedback from the listeners, because I don't really have a great cure, okay, being straight up. I think over the past 3 years, hangovers have become so absolutely miserable. Like, I hate it. Like, I'll drink like 5 to 6 drinks in a night and, like, I'm having a hangover. Like 5 IPAs, like, shit. Like, I used to be able to smash that, and now I can't. I just, like, my body just, it's like, it feels like poison. First, and the last time it just felt like a nuisance. Now it feels like I'm poisoning my body. And I think that's because I live such a healthy lifestyle. Back to the question, best hangover cure, drinking water while you're drinking. That's what I found to work best. So if you order a drink, order a water at the same time and just chug water as you're drinking. I think that's going to, like, it helps so much with your hangover. I think eating food before you start drinking is good, but eating food after is not.
Get a base layer.
I do believe in the base, yeah. Because you're still at least not consuming more and more food. Your body is starting to purify and detox. But yeah, in the morning, it's just like I wake up at like 6 and I'm just like a zombie and I'm just like, like a Walking Dead. And I go to the I go to the bathroom and then I go and drink a big cup of water and I go back to bed. And I do that again at 8 a.m. And then by 10 a.m., I'm typically pretty good.
Yeah. All right, our last user submitted question. It's been a fun one. All right, our last one is, how do you maintain that mane, Jones?
Like my hair?
Yeah, that hair.
I don't cut it. I don't know. I don't really wash my hair a lot. Like, I don't know if that's like disgusting, but when I wash my hair, it gets super frizzy and like crazy. So like I wash my hair like once every week and a half maybe, and like I like finding that fine line between like clean hair and grease, like right in the middle, you know? Because if it's too greasy, it's like disgusting. What are you doing, bro? But I just like, I just let it rage. I rock the corn husk, very different than the man bun. Man bun is just not me. The corn husk is very simple ergonomically. You just, take your hair, bun it up once, and then you just pull the hair through, and it's a corn husk. And if you look at the ergonomics right there, you can see where it's a straight husk. So we rock the corn husk.
Is that a trademark you came up with, or do you see other people rocking the corn husk?
I've never heard anyone say that before, so I think that's a Jones thing.
That's Jonesin.
I've never heard anyone say. It's just the corn husk. It's just the corn. Like the man bun is just like, it's like when someone says I'm vegan, because they're such extremist vegans. I think sometimes it's like a negative connotation, but like there's nothing bad about being a vegan. Having a man bun, there's nothing bad about having a man bun. But I think having a man bun is like in society, it's like, oh, bro, you got a man bun, bro? Like,
I got the corn husk.
Nah, dude, I rock the corn husk, and it's husking season, and I'm sitting here looking fine.
All right, Jones, that was our last question. I think that wraps up this segment.
All right, guys, been real. If you guys enjoy this session, let us know. It'll be a fun little trial episode. And until next time,
Let's have a good one.
Peace.